Hey guys, and welcome to another GameXplain discussion. I'm your host, Andre Seegers, and this time we're joined by Derek Bittner and Ash Paulson to discuss all the Smash Brothers picks of the day from this past week. So let's get started. Alright guys, there's something a bit different about this week, and that's the fact that we have Smash Brothers now, or at least 2 or 3 of us do. Sorry, Derek.
Shut up.
So this might be a little bit of a different discussion, because instead of discussing how we think things may be, we can discuss more how they are, without delving too deep, because we can't, impede on our review, of course, coming up, I think sometime next week. So, let's go and dive into Monday, which gives us a look at Classic Mode being played with 2 players, and we can see Master Beast here, as well as in a second screenshot, we get another look at Master Fortress, which I also recently just posted a whole video of me beating it. Yeah, so I guess have you had the chance to try 2-player yet, Ash, or have you made it to Master Fortress at all yet?
Yeah, I actually just today tried playing 2-player Classic by myself, actually, just to see, how easy it is to get 2 trophies at once for beating the game with both characters. And I did it on 6.0 intensity and found it was actually pretty easy. But it is true what Sakurai says here about the Master Core having more, being a little stronger and having a little more stamina if you use 2 players, because it definitely took a little more effort to beat Master Core than usual.
And how about Master Fortress? Have you made it to that yet? Or
I have not gotten to try that yet, so I was thinking of maybe playing through with Kirby, probably after this discussion, actually, and trying that.
Nice.
It's not too much for me to really add to that. I don't have the hands-on experience that you guys have. I mean, looking at Master Fortress, it looks cool. It looks like the closest we'll ever get to any kind of Smash Run, Subspace Emissary type thing in the Smash Brothers Wii U.
Yeah, it is.
It's interesting to see. Now, the question I had watching you, Andre, and I didn't quite get it, are those danger zones in the Master Core?
Okay, so if you touch them over 100%, you're dead. So that thing is actually kind of a pain in the rear, because that was probably my 6th take, I think, to get that, and it is not easy. So
if you get KO'd within Master Core, is that the only chance you get?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you do get a heart container right before it, so you can refill. But yeah, that's your. Well, I mean, you still have the standard 2 stocks, I think.
Right. But
yeah.
if you get a game over then you go below 8.0 intensity, then that's it, right?
Correct. Right. If you go below 8.0, so that's why actually I would ramp it up purposefully. Basically, buy yourself extra lives. So if you want to see Master Fortress, it's best to actually play on 9.0. That way you get 4 shots at getting to it. So as opposed to playing on just 8.0, if you die once, you're out.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting so far from what I've played of it. Like, it's a cool thing that switches it up. But it is tough actually, and it was starting to annoy me, especially with the KO zones are especially annoying there, particularly when you have to avoid those enemies that shoot these huge laser blasts at you. That just send you ping-ponging around. At which point you probably hit one of the KO zones and then danger zones and then just instantly die.
That sounds no fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a pain. And you only, if you do fight Master Fortress, he's the only one you actually fight, correct? Or do you fight?
No, you go through the entire thing. So you fight, you fight all his forms, and then you go on to Master Fortress afterward. I just cut that from my video because I'm running out of time of things I can show, so I'm trying to. And I've already shown Master Hands. I figured I would just skip right to Master Fortress.
Oh, okay.
All right, moving on to Tuesday, we get a look at a returning stage, which we've known about for a little while now, but we finally get an official look at it, and it's or a more complete look at it. It's Hyrule Temple, and Sakurai elaborates that they've updated it in HD. And you can tell right away, like, it looks a lot nicer here. Like, everything just feels like more organic. I feel like it just looks a lot smoother to me. Otherwise, it plays the same, but they did add one little detail, and that is that they actually added some Hylian text to one portion of the stage. And I believe, Ash, you said someone actually translated this, right?
Yeah, of course. You saw the internet. Yes, someone on GAF, I believe, translated it, and it roughly translates to Smash Brothers, which is not surprising, but it's cute.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah, but leave it to the internet to translate anything crazy in any video game immediately after it's available.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't take long at all. But no, this is... I mean, you're right. The stage does pop. It just looks really good. It's always been one of my favorite stages just because I love getting into that lower area, racking up the damage and just ping-ponging it around. It's always been a lot of fun, and I am glad that this came back, and it's going to be even crazier in 8-player Smash.
Absolutely. I mean, I had a few friends over and fellow game journalists over last night to play some Smash and kind of just put it through its paces, and we had as much fun on Temple as we always have. I mean, it plays just like it used to, and it's one of the best classic stages there is, so I'm really happy it's back.
Alright, well, speaking of stages, we get another look at Mario Kart 8, or more specifically, Mario Circuit from that game, in Wednesday's update. And Sakurai notes that the course will flip upside down, like in Mario Kart 8 itself, and the Shy Guys will even race upside down too. Now, he goes on to mention that your gravity, you will always fall downward, so you won't flip upside down yourself or anything, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
But I still really like this stage. I've played it a bunch. I just love how dynamic it is. I love the Shy Guys coming in at different angles all the time, such as coming along, along the ceiling, or racing along the wall, coming at you sideways. I just really like this stage.
Me too. I've been having a lot of fun on it now that I've had a chance to actually play on it quite a bit. It's great, and I actually found out the hard way that some of the stuff, as the stage is moving, some of the stuff in the environment that's flying by can actually hit you and KO you, such as the roof of Peach's castle, and elements of the actual land of the track when the stage is moving do actually count as being in the playfield. So
I actually love that detail.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the traveling stages do it. You can see it in Woohoo Island as well. Where if you're passing by a ferry and you get knocked into that, you'll bounce right off of it and onto the platform. And the ferry is probably only active for a few frames maybe. You're passing by it pretty quick.
Yeah.
It is a really cool detail that makes it feel more than just or more than just a background.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel so useless in this discussion. No, I mean, what else can I say? It looks great. I can't wait to play it myself. Basically, this hits all the right points. This is how a traveling stage should work, should look. I mean, it has a lot of different environments. It does something a lot different with the Shy Guys coming from all angles. It's basically, it is a much better version of Mario Circuit than the Mario Circuit that was in Brawl. And I can't see actually playing the one from Brawl because this is just looks so much better.
Well, funny you mentioned that because there actually is one thing from Brawl I like better than the one here.
What's that?
That is the fact that in Brawl, if you pause the camera and looked around, or even when you could always see the Shy Guys in the background. They would actually follow the course in real time. And you can even see them on the map in the background, where their positions were. And if you paused, you could actually, view them all. If you move the camera, you can actually see where they were. In the new one, as soon as they drive past, they're gone. The game ignores them completely. You won't ever see them racing around in the background, unless they're an active stage element. So that kind of bummed me out a little bit. Not a huge detail, but I didn't even notice it until I started exploring the stages more in depth.
Pre-order canceled.
Despite already having the game.
Despite owning the game.
How dare they?
Yeah.
All right, you don't want your game anymore? Send it to me, Ash. I'll take it.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Well, moving on to Thursday, Sakurai shows off how movies will work, and basically every unveiling trailer we've had for a character so far can be found there. In addition to any movies you unlock by beating Classic or All-Star mode, which is awesome. It's really cool that they're actually putting them all in one place. You can access at any time in high quality, no less.
Yeah, I mean, as Sakurai mentions here, it's possible that when they originally aired these trailers, you might not have seen them in the quality they were meant to be presented in because of online, streaming and all that. But yeah, it's really nice to have them in full, 1080p HD here. I've already watched a few myself just to see. Obviously, they look awesome. And I really like the detail that you can now collect the Classic and All-Star ending movies and watch them whenever you want. That's a really nice touch.
It is.
I really enjoy that as well because it always felt so gratifying to beat Classic mode or All-Star mode and get a little movie because you're always curious, okay, what kind of cute little thing are they going to have them set up and do this time? Because, sometimes they're not long or they're not involved at all, but they're still cute little scenarios that do feel like a little bit of a reward. So it's nice that you can go back to those if you ever just feel like watching them again.
Alright, moving on to Friday. Sakurai tells us a few more details about Smash Tour. Well, kind of, actually. Actually, it's more of a lack of details, because he himself says, Smash Tour is really hard to explain in words. It's tough to give out guidance tips in such limited space to type. And then he stops himself from saying too much, and he recommends us trying to play the game with friends. And then he goes on to mention there are multiple boards. Now, having played Smash Tour, I kind of agree and disagree with him. It is true that it's hard to explain Smash Tour in a few words, and that's because it's impossible to explain it at all.
Yeah.
At least in my experience, I don't know. I know you played it a little bit too, Ash. We don't want to dive too deep into this, because we'll save that for our reviews, but...
Right. I mean, essentially, I agree with you without saying too much, is it really is very difficult, if not impossible, to explain. But I definitely need a little more time with it before I can wrap my head around it.
Right.
It's a very odd mode because there's a lot of different aspects at play from just me doing the analysis a bit. And yeah, everybody can move at the same time. You're trying to collect the stat boost, you're trying to get trophies, you're trying to get items that you can use against everybody else. And yeah, I can see why you guys would get confused because it really does seem like just a cluster. And you don't not really sure what the heck's going on at any one time. You just end up in fights, I assume. Now, the question I have for you guys, though, because I know the aspect that you guys were the most excited for is at the end when you take your collected fighters and do them one after a time, with each fighter being its own stock. Mm-hmm. Are you at least enjoying that? Can you say anything about how that works or how that feels?
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky. I like the idea of it. I don't know how much I can say exactly, but it's probably the best part of Smash Tour, I would say, so far.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I mean, I like that it forces you to play characters that you otherwise might not normally play. But yeah, I mean, that's definitely my favorite part of Smash Tour, but that's probably about all we can say.
Alright, well I think that wraps up for us here, so thanks for watching. If you liked our discussion, make sure to like and follow us on Facebook and Twitter at GameXplain, which you can find links to in the description below. There's a good way to keep up to date on everything we post, and of course keep an eye on GameXplain.com for more on Smash Bros. Wii U and other things gaming as well. Alright, thanks guys. Bye. Hey guys, welcome to another GameXplain discussion. This time we're joined by Derek. I feel like I'm missing something there. No, that's right.
You are.
Yeah, I am, aren't I?
Yeah, I can't remember what though.
What is it?
Wait, say it again.
Hey guys, welcome to another GameXplain discussion. This time we're joined by Derek. I'm missing something there. What the f comes after the first one?
It's
oh, I'm your host.
Day.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who cares about that though?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you don't.
This
matter.
doesn't sound right. What's wrong with this? All right, there we go. People know who I am though, so.